The Venetian Republic, known as La Serenissima, was a maritime empire of immense power. Its winged lion emblem guarded a vast network of trade routes and coastal territories. The Adriatic Sea connected Venice to its eastern possessions. The rugged eastern Adriatic coastline was Venice's first line of defense. The rise of the Ottoman Empire threatened Venetian interests. Venice built fortifications to protect its routes and territories. These fortifications shaped the region's history. The Venetian Republic's defensive strategy in the Adriatic was based on a two-pronged approach. The first line of defense was the Stato da Terra, encompassing Venetian territories in northeastern Italy and parts of modern Slovenia and Croatia. These mainland possessions were crucial to Venice's security, providing a buffer zone against potential enemies approaching from the north and east. Bergamo, situated in the foothills of the Alps, was a key stronghold in the western Stato da Terra. Its massive walls, reinforced by Venetian engineers in the 16th century, protected the city from potential attacks from the Duchy of Milan. Further east, the city of Padua, a center of learning and culture, was also heavily fortified. The easternmost point of the Stato da Terra was marked by the city of Udine, located in the Friuli region. These fortifications in the Stato da Terra were essential for protecting the Venetian heartland and securing its sea lanes. The Adriatic Sea itself formed the second, and arguably more crucial, line of defense for the Venetian Republic. This maritime frontier, known as the Stato da Mar, extended down the eastern Adriatic coastline. The western portion of the Stato da Mar encompassed the Istrian Peninsula and the Dalmatian coast, regions of immense strategic and economic importance to Venice. Control often shifted between Venice and other regional powers, such as the Habsburgs and the Ottomans. This constant struggle for dominance led to a proliferation of fortifications along the coast. Coastal cities like Pula, Rovinj, and Porec in Istria were fortified with imposing walls and towers. Their harbors, vital for Venetian trade and naval operations, were protected by breakwaters and strategically placed artillery batteries. Further south, the Dalmatian coast, with its string of islands and deep-water harbors, presented both opportunities and challenges for Venetian defense planners. The city of Šibenik, on the Dalmatian coast, stands as a testament to the strategic importance of this region. Located at the mouth of the Krka River, Šibenik had a naturally defensible harbor, crucial for the Venetians. They built St. Nicholas's fortress on a small island at the harbor entrance. Armed with powerful cannons, it controlled access to the harbor and protected the city. Despite being outnumbered, the Venetians, with local support, repelled the Ottomans. The defense of Šibenik was a crucial Venetian victory, showcasing their fortifications' effectiveness. Further north on the Dalmatian coast lies the city of Zadar, another key Venetian stronghold that witnessed centuries of conflict and cultural exchange. Zadar, with its ancient Roman heritage and strategic location on a peninsula jutting out into the Adriatic, was a coveted prize for regional powers. The Venetians, recognizing Zadar's importance, incorporated the city into their maritime empire in the 15th century. To protect Zadar from the ever-present Ottoman threat, the Venetians embarked on an ambitious program of fortification. They constructed a new system of city walls, reinforced with bastions and ramparts, designed to withstand artillery bombardment. The city's landward defenses were further strengthened by a series of detached forts, positioned on hills overlooking the city. One of the most impressive features of Zadar's fortifications is the land gate, or Porta Terra Firma, built in the 16th century. The land gate, with its robust construction and elaborate decorations, was not only a defensive structure, but also a symbol of Venetian power and prestige. Venetian fortifications in Croatia are not just military structures, they are architectural marvels that reflect the evolving military science and artistic sensibilities of the time. The Venetians, renowned for their seafaring prowess and commercial acumen, were also patrons of the arts and sciences. They brought to their fortification projects a keen understanding of both form and function, creating structures that were as aesthetically pleasing as they were militarily effective. The design of Venetian fortifications evolved over the centuries, influenced by advancements in weaponry, particularly the increasing use of gunpowder artillery. Early Venetian fortifications, often built on pre-existing Roman or Byzantine foundations, tended to be relatively simple structures. However, with the advent of cannons and mortars, fortifications became lower, thicker, and more angular to deflect cannon fire. Bastions, projecting fortifications with angled walls, became a hallmark of Venetian military architecture. The use of star-shaped forts, with their multiple projecting points and interlocking fields of fire, became increasingly common in the 16th and 17th centuries. Venetian fortifications in Croatia are more than just stones and mortar. They are silent witnesses to a complex and often turbulent history. They represent the intersection of different cultures, languages, and architectural styles, reflecting the Venetian Republic's enduring impact on the Adriatic region. The construction of these fortifications often involved a mix of Venetian engineers, local laborers, and artisans. This collaboration led to the fusion of architectural styles, blending Venetian design principles with local building traditions and materials. The fortifications, while serving a primarily military purpose, often incorporated decorative elements, such as carved reliefs, coats of arms, and inscriptions. These embellishments serve not only to beautify the structures, but also to project Venetian power and prestige. Beyond their military and architectural significance, Venetian fortifications played a role in shaping the cultural landscape of the Adriatic. They provided a sense of security and stability, allowing for the flourishing of trade, arts, and culture in the cities and towns they protected. The Venetian Republic's dominion over the Adriatic came to an end in the late 18th century with the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. However, the legacy of Venetian rule, particularly its architectural heritage, continues to shape the landscape and identity of Croatia. Venetian fortifications, once symbols of military might, now stand as proud reminders of the region's rich history and cultural heritage. Many of these fortifications have been preserved and restored, transformed into museums, cultural centers, or public spaces. The city walls of Dubrovnik, for example, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major tourist attraction. In Šibenik, St. Nicholas's Fortress has also been recognized by UNESCO for its exceptional universal value. These fortifications, once built to withstand sieges and bombardments, now stand as testaments to human ingenuity, resilience, and cultural exchange. They serve as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, art, architecture, and cultural identity can flourish. The Venetian fortifications scattered along the Croatian coast are more than just remnants of a bygone era. They are physical embodiments of history, each stone and crevice whispering tales of ambition and cultural fusion. These structures, built to withstand time and tide, stand as testaments to the Venetian Republic's legacy. As we marvel at their architectural ingenuity, we are reminded of the Adriatic Sea's strategic importance. Today, these fortifications stand as silent guardians of Croatia's cultural heritage. Section 10. Bibliography. Norwich, John Julius, A History of Venice. New York, Alfred A. Knopf, 1982. Lane, Frederick C. Venice, A Maritime Republic. Baltimore, Johns Hopkins University Press, 1973. Crowley, Roger. City of Fortune. How Venice Won and Lost a Naval Empire. London, Faber and Faber, 2011. Consina, Ennio. Venetian Architecture. Translated by Judith Landry. Cambridge, Cambridge University Press, 1997. Howard, Deborah. The Architectural History of Venice. New Haven, Yale University Press, 2002. Additional sources include various academic journals and historical records. These works provide a comprehensive understanding of Venetian fortifications, and their impact on the Adriatic region. For further reading, consult the listed publications and explore the rich history of Venice and its maritime empire. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legacy of Venetian fortifications in Croatia.